Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alumni Stadium here on the campus of Western University. My name is Ron Forwerda, joined by Jake Forwerda, former player of the Junior Mustangs. Jake, we've got some U14 provincial semifinal action happening here. The Essex Ravens and the London Jr Mustangs going on.
Yeah, this has been a pretty big rivalry now for quite a few years. Should be a pretty aggressive game on both sides of the ball here. I'm excited to see what Essex can do. I haven't really seen them much this year, so
they're a big, typical Essex teams. Very big, very physical. As well, Jake, the Junior Mustangs, really, they've got a stable of running backs. They've got 4 wide receivers that can absolutely fly. A great quarterback, but it all starts with the defense and number 33, linebacker, Vanderbrink.
Yeah, and I mean, the last time I watched this team play, the entire linebacking core was just doing a fantastic job. The whole front 7 was really just playing super aggressive the entire game and shutting down the run and the pass.
And we're just going to take a pause for a few seconds here for the playing of our national anthem. And as the Olympics go on, nothing makes you prouder than hearing the Canadian national anthem, and nothing brings you closer together to some football action. London and Windsor, Jake, you played in this rivalry as well. Talk about the emotions that are going on between the London and Essex rivalry.
Yeah, I mean, this has been going on for too many years to count at this point, probably before I was even born. There's some kind of hatred between these two teams. I mean, you get excited for this all year. When you see Essex on that schedule, we really hype it up here in London.
Don't kid yourself for 1 second. The feeling is very mutual.
No, absolutely.
If we're having a bridge game with two people, one's from London, one's from the Windsor area, there's going to be a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, we expect a great battle here today. The London Jr Mustangs won the toss, deferred. Essex Ravens in all black will receive. Number 20, Cole McCartney, is lining up to send this kick off, as we're excited about here. U14 provincial semifinal action about to kick off here from Alumni Stadium. Ball is placed at the 45-yard line right in the middle. 2 receivers deep, standing at the 25-yard line. Just waiting for the final whistle to be blowing in here. And we are underway. McCartney drives the ball down. Bounces at the 21 and takes a hop towards there. This is going to be trouble. Met right away at the 22-yard line. I do apologize. They're wearing the white jerseys and the black jerseys. They're kind of hard to see the numbers from where we are, but a great play right away for the Mustang special teams.
Yeah, I believe it was number 40. Elliot Cadwell for the Mustangs there. Yeah, great hit just right away. Returner didn't really have much of a chance there to do anything with it.
No, again, Essex is, I believe, without their starting quarterback today, Dante Lynch. So it looks like number 12, Ryan Nice, is coming in at quarterback for the Essex Ravens. They break the formation, motion to trips, I formation, 1 receiver on the near side of the far side of the field, inside handoff, running around, nowhere really to go. Gain of maybe 2 on the play. by the Essex I back. They are a straight I formation trying to run in the inside zone. Look like number 96 for the Mustangs, or it might be number 95. Yeah, number 95, Bryson Jones, the big man in the middle.
Yeah, not a lot of space there. Number 1, Downey, the ball carrier, really just got swallowed up immediately. Great job by the London front 7 there.
So they're putting guys in different positions because Downey's listed as a wide receiver here as well. Inside handoff to Downey again, tries to break it to the outside, gets a little bit of an edge. Met right away, gain of about 3 on that. Trying to get to the right edge, trying to attack the boundary side of the field.
Yeah, number 92, Orlando Lopez, way to be kind of tracking there. I think he's coming from the defensive end position there, so way to be kind of staying with that edge, making sure he couldn't really get upfield and get what he wanted.
U14, we play 4-down football here, so it's 3rd down and about 4, we'll call it. Maybe 5. I formation 2x2 set here for the Ravens. Again, inside handoff, trying to break it to the outside. Makes the first man miss, makes the second man miss. This time gets it all the way out to the 40-yard line. Needed 5, got 7. 1st down, Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, simple I formation, just tried to run ISO right up the middle. Nothing really there. London's doing a great job at kind of compressing that middle down, but, I mean, Downey's doing a good job kind of bounce that outside and get what he can get.
Trying to get your playmakers the ball into space. That's kind of the MO of the Ravens. Again, the wide receiver, the fast wide receiver who's got great speed. We've seen that early on today. I formation, inside handoff to the fullback this time. Met right away by a number of Mustangs. I believe that's number 33. I believe that was Vanderbrink that made the stop there.
Yeah, I mean, Essex isn't trying to hide what they're trying to do whatsoever. They're lining up in I formation. They're trying to run that ball right down the gut.
Stevenson was actually the tackler on that, number 35 for the Mustangs. And again, just really, really big push up front. They're trying to get the fullback. Substitution. So they've got number 1 saying that there's an equipment issue going on there. Number 7 comes in for the Ravens. And number 22 actually comes in as well. So number of substitutions happening there for the Essex Ravens. Mustangs play that 3-4 style. 1 high safety, 2x2. It's a 22. It's a 2x2 set. 2 receivers, two running backs in the I formation. Inside handoff to number 22 this time. Barrows forward for a gain of about 6, and it's going to be a 3rd down and short.
Yeah, I mean, like I was just saying, Essex really isn't hiding anything here. They're just running right up the gut, I formation. Kind of that old school football style right now.
The old school power.
Yeah.
Yep. Old school power. Get the double team at the point of attack. Get to a linebacker and let your running back pick a hole.
Yeah, and I mean, we know that London's front 7 is one of the better in the league too. So, way to be by Essex, kind of coming out and showing this is exactly what we're gonna do. We're not changing it.
Essex, the exact same formation again, 2x2 set. Inside handoff to number 22. He's met in the backfield this time by a number of Mustangs. Number 30 at the point of attack. Max Cermak with the stop. Throws him down for a loss of a couple. That's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, not only Max in on the stop, I believe number 99 was in on the stop there. Owen Novia. Yeah, great job by this front 7 again. Kind of shut it down. Essex really isn't hiding what they're doing. They're going right up the middle. And if London can kind of compress that middle down, not a lot of space for them to run.
Well, Essex showing punt formation here. On 4th down and short, the number 1 Downey is their punter. Maybe he's got a fake in the books here. Downey kicks the ball towards the Essex sidelines. It's picked up at the 40 and it's bobbled, just recovered at the 42. Mustangs retain possession. 1st down London, and we're about to see that vaunted Mustang attack coming to the field here, led by quarterback Chase Becker.
Yeah, I mean, they have just a stable of running backs here as well. Who is it? Number...
Rogers is the lead back there. Or excuse me, Jackson. Owen Jackson, number 34.
Jackson being the lead back there. I got to see him play about 2 weeks ago, and man, he had quite a day against Hamilton.
Yeah, don't forget about Rogers L'Esperance. He's another dynamic running back. The Mustangs really have 4 wide receivers that they can throw the ball to, and they have 3-4 running backs. at their disposal as well. Jet sweep happening here. Handoff over the left hand side. Number 24 is the ball carrier. That's Rogers L'Esperance. Put him out wide at the wing. Gain of about 2 on the play. Second down.
Yeah, number 28 Rodriguez and number 1 Downey in on the tackle for Essex.
So Downey's got double duty going on there. He's
got triple duty. He's
their punter. Why? I got a feeling he's not going to be leaving the field much.
Yeah, definitely not.
So gain of 3 on the play, second down, and we'll call it 7. Mustangs on the near hash mark towards the home side. 2 receivers motion to trips to the boundary. 1 receiver to the field, showing a crack. Inside handoff to Rogers L'Esperance. Takes it over left-hand side. He's got a man to miss. He's off to the races. 45, 40. He's not going to get caught. 20. He does get caught. Forced out of bounds about the 17-yard line. First down, Mustangs.
Number 22, Max Escaron.
Oh, Escaron.
Escaron, yeah. Yeah, that was a great run. Good job by the receivers. Look at that blocking downfield by number 83. Way to stay on that. Kind of opened up the edge there for him.
You know, as a former receiver yourself, as a former wide receiver coach, one of the things I'd stress to you guys all the times is if you've got 50 offensive plays, you're going to get 6 balls in the game. What are you going to do for the other 44? Simon Purdy proved why he should be on the field for those other 44 with that great block on the edge there. Mustangs break the huddle. Ace formation. Handoff. Oh, Becker's in trouble this time. He faked the handoff. Sacked by number 99 by the Essex Raven. Brought down all the way back to the 25-yard line. Loss of about 7 on the play. Or they're going to mark it at the 23. Loss of 5. Second down.
Yeah, big number 99, Milan Kukovic. Yeah, great job by the Essex D-line there. Not a lot of space for that quarterback to get out of the pocket.
Great pressure right away by the Essex Ravens. Mustangs break the huddle. 2 by 2, 3 to the boundary, 2 to the field. Here goes number 34. Takes the ball over the left-hand side. And again, we talked about him earlier. Owen Jackson, the ball carrier. He gets the yards that he lost back, plus a couple more. Gain of about 8. Third down, and we're going to call it 8.
I mean, Owen Jackson just runs with so much power for that age group. Definitely a hard kid to bring down, but not just power. He runs with a lot of speed. Definitely just an angry running back.
Correction, third down and 7 here for the Mustangs. The ball's on the 15-yard line. Opening drive for the Mustangs. Pistol formation, 2 by 2 set. Looking for the fullback. Step off screen, complete. Almost complete to number 88. That was Ingram, the intended receiver. It's dropped. Brings up a 4th down and 7 from the 15-yard line, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, you got to come down with that ball at the end of the day. Little tunnel screen kind of conception there. Looked like it could have been open. Some good blocking on the outside, but it's going to force the 4th down here, and it looks like they're going to line up for a field goal.
Yeah, field goal attempt lining up here for the Mustangs. McCartney is the kicker. The ball will be placed at the 23-yard line. Left hash. Tough kick for a right-footed kicker. Let's see if he can pull this off here. Snap is down. The kick is away. It is blocked by the Essex Ravens. Recovered by the Mustangs, but doesn't matter. Yards are not gained. Turn it over. Essex Ravens hold. Ball's recovered at the 32-yard line. First down for the Ravens.
Yeah, Liam Rawlings in on the block there for Essex. I mean, kicker can't really do too much there when there's like 3 or 4 people in his face.
Well, they got pressure almost right away up the middle on that. So that's something that the Mustangs offense has got to, or the special teams unit's got to correct here going forward. Ball is placed at the 32-yard line. Second drive here. 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. No score here between the Mustangs and the Ravens. Ravens again in all black. Mustangs in white with the purple with the black pants, silver helmets. Inside handoff to number 20 to number 1. Breaks it, gets it to the second level, and he's not going to be caught. Number 1. That is Downey is off to the races. Touchdown, Essex. Oh, my. What a change of pace player this young man is.
Yeah, he wasn't even touched. I mean, just one cut and gone there. Wasn't even touched.
Yeah, press the right side. So they've been really concentrating on running towards the boundary. That short side of the field. One cut. and then all of a sudden the speed just got out there and makes everybody else miss. And the Essex Ravens strike first blood here with 4 minutes, 39 seconds left to go on what was a ginormous run of 68 yards.
Yeah, I mean, great job by the O-line, kind of staying patient there and waiting for something to open up. And yeah, great job by Downey being patient, seeing the hole and making that cut. And that kick is going to be blocked as well by number 33.
Vanderbrink. We talked about him earlier.
Yeah, no, again, just instant pressure there on the special teams. So that's going to make the game 6-0 for Essex.
So 6-0, the Essex Ravens lead on their first play of their second possession. Mustangs will receive the ball. You know, Jake, we talked about the stable of running backs and some of the wide receiver weapons that they have. Defensively, the Mustangs, we talked about that as well. What does Essex have to do? Their only loss of the year was to this U14 Bantam team for London. You know, what do they have to do to come out of this with the win?
Well, I'm sure they didn't forget about that loss whatsoever. I mean, Essex probably sat down and really studied the film on that last game. They played London. London looks like they haven't changed too much from when they played each other. So I think Essex probably prepared really well here. I think all they have to do is just stay true to their game plan. So far it's working. We kind of need to see what adjustments London will make on the defensive side. But really that was their first big run of the game so far on both sides of the field.
Well, and the Mustangs had that big run over the left-hand side earlier with that as well, with almost a fullback counter there.
So Downey to kick off.
So Downey's pulling. He's not leaving the field here. Squib kick. It's picked up. It's bounced at the 22-yard line. It's finally picked up at the 12 by the Mustangs. He's met right away. Pushed back towards the 10. Still driving forward. Not going to get back to the. He's going to get about the 9-yard line where it's going to be spotted. Great kick by the Ravens there, Jake. Pinned the Mustangs really deep.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot you can do when the ball is rolling on the ground that fast at you. I mean, you see 22 try to, just bounce right off his hands. He kind of tried to stumble with it.
And then you got caught looking up rather than picking the ball up, and then you're worrying about everything else.
A few weird bounces, and that can kind of push you back all the way to inside the 20 there, so.
Well, inside the 10, the ball's going to be placed at the 8-yard line to start this drive. 4 receivers, 3 receivers to the boundary, 4 receivers to the boundary, 1 to the field with the fullback. Inside handoff. Number 34. Number 34 is off to the races. Stumbles. He's tripped up at the 30-yard line. Falls forward to the 34-yard line. We might have had back-to-back goes there on that.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying before, number 34, Owen Jackson, just an angry running back. Definitely a tough kid to bring down.
That was a great job by the linebacker. I believe it was number 55 that came across and made the tackle for the Essex Ravens.
55, that's Landon Vincent.
So Mustangs break the formation. 3 receivers to the boundary, 1 to the field with a fullback in there. Handoff to Rogers again. Takes it over. And he could be off to the races, and this time he could be gone. He's got to hit that extra gear. He's still going down to the 30, down to the 20, inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. First down, Mustangs.
Yeah, Graham Adams coming up with a touchdown-saving tackle there, but great job by the Mustangs O-line kind of blocking downfield there, really opening it up in the second level there.
Owen Jackson with a huge run on that. Takes it all the way down. Ball is spotted at the 17-yard line. First down for the Mustangs. Number 24 checks in for the Mustangs. That's Rogers L'Esperance. 3 receivers plus the fullback to the field. 1 to the boundary. 1 running back behind Becker. Toss play. Rogers L'Esperance. He's hitting the background, and he's pulled down at the 22-yard line. 2 Ravens came untouched off the edge there and throw him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, number 1 Downey with the tackle again. That's a name we're probably going to hear all day today.
Downey was there, yeah. And there was another guy that came through. So they're playing off in space and just shooting those gaps downfield. Second down, and we're going to call it 15. The ball is at the 21 and a half, call it the 22-yard line. 3 receivers to the field, 1 to the boundary. Fullback is offset to the field as well. Becker's back to pass, scrambling around, puts the ball up, passes over the head, intended for number 80, I believe it was, Ryer Billings.
Yeah, I mean, Ryer Billings, just a really tall target for his age. Tried to put it up for him. Just a little overthrown there. Good coverage there by, I didn't see the number, I believe number 28 there for the Ravens.
Number 28 for the Ravens.
Yeah, number 28. Yeah, great coverage there. Not much you can do as a receiver there. Tried to climb the ladder as much as he could.
Well, almost like he came back towards the ball, but the ball almost sailed. There's not much of a wind here today.
Yeah, Essex got some good pressure on the quarterback there as well.
Same formation, 3 receivers to the top of the field. Handoff to number 34, but no, it's 24, Rogers Lasperance. Takes it beyond the 20-yard line to about the 17, the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10 here. Decision time for the Mustangs.
Yeah, now do you kick another field goal having your first one blocked, or do you try to go for this one here? I think we try to go for it. I mean, the kicking game hasn't really been there for either team today.
Well, we've seen a couple opportunities for either team. You know, is this a point of pressing too early and not letting the game kind of dictate to you, kind of you dictating to the game how you're going to play?
Well, I mean, it looks like the Mustangs are going to keep their offense on.
Yeah, the offense is left on the field, and they check back in. So Jackson is the eye back. And they got a free 5 yards. Keep playing it. Well, he crossed the line of scrimmage, so that's what they're going to call. It's going to be 5 yards. A good Hank call there for the Mustangs. Number 22 is the perpetrator for the Essex Ravens on the outside there.
And now that you're a little closer, do you kick the field goal or do you still go?
Oh, they're calling a false start against the Mustangs.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to go back 5 more yards. So they called it a false start there for the Mustangs. Move it back 5 yards. So it's going to be a 4th down and 15 from the 23-yard line. Buck 22 left to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Essex Ravens lead. Mustangs with the ball. 4th and 15 here. 2x2 set here for Becker. Becker's back to pass. He's got him on a wheel route. Broken up in the end zone by number 5. Ball falls incomplete. Turn it over on downs. First down, Essex Ravens.
Yeah, and like we were talking about before with Billings, I mean, such a big target. Just tried to put it up to him and see if he could go get it. Good coverage there by number 80 for the Ravens, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was number 80, and then number 11 was little Gimpy coming off the field there. So the Mustangs have had 2 opportunities inside the red zone and come away with 0 points so far.
Yeah, number 80, Kyle Angus, also listed as a receiver. So Essex is really moving kids around, having them play different positions than they're listed at today.
Definitely. They've got back-to-back. They've got guys going both ways there. Now, this is going to come into effect as later this game goes on, as, you know, it is quite warm out there today. I formation for the Ravens, 22 set. Handoff straight ahead for Essex. Number 21, the ball carrier for Essex.
Yeah, that's Logan Deneau. They have him listed as 3 different positions here, as a running back, a linebacker, and a D-end. So,
gain of 11 on the play. First down for the Ravens, the ball at the 29-yard line. I really like what Essex has done. They kind of simplified their playbook here and really said, we're just going to come at you. We're going to play big boy football. We're going to get double teams. We're going to just pound the ball inside. We think we can out-physical you. Again, that's another thing about Essex. Tight splits on the offensive line. 21's the ball carrier this time. He's met in the backfield. Goes forward to about the 36-yard line. Say it's a gain of 2. Number 21 was the ball carrier. Deneau again.
Yeah, and number 95, Bryson Jones in on the tackle. It's a good job by the Mustangs D-line, kind of staying patient. They know what's coming at them right now, so.
So barring a penalty, this will be the last play of the first quarter here. Quick moving quarter. Both big drives for both these teams. Essex Ravens, second down, and we're going to call it 8 here. Ball is at the 36-yard line. I formation, 2-by-2 set. Hand off to number 21. So they're trying to double team number 95 at the point of attack. They're trying to push him inside, and they're trying to get the running back to press inside and bounce out. You can kind of see it on there. See how they're trying to trap number 95 in there.
I mean, so far it has not been working. He's been in there almost every single play.
Well, if you're going to run at the big man's going to make a play on that. It was a gain of about 3 that we're going to call it. Ball is placed about the 39-yard line, and that's the end of the first quarter. 1 score on the board, 4:39 left to go, or 4:39 left to go in the first quarter. Number 1, Downey took it 78 yards for a house call. Extra point was blocked. Mustangs missed the field goal on the opening drive and did not get the 4th down conversion on their second drive. Essex leads 6-0 here, Jake. Thoughts on the first quarter of action?
Well, I mean, so far London's kind of adjusted to what Essex is showing, or at least tried to. They've compressed that D-line a little bit. Essex, they're really not hiding what they're doing whatsoever. They're running that old school power offense, and I kind of like it. It's been working for them so far, rotating about like 2 or 3 different backs in there. I think I've seen 3 backs get the ball in this first quarter already. So, you know, we were talking about it before the game. London has a stable of running backs. I guess Essex does as well.
Yeah, Essex has got, you know, this number 1 down. He's very, very impressive. He's got speed to take it the distance at any time, and he's checked back into the backfield on this 3rd down and 5. The ball's at the 40-yard line here. 2-by-2 set, I formation. Again, really, real narrow stance. Timeout Essex Ravens. They had 13 men in the huddle trying to get the guy off, so Essex calls the timeout. That's going to be important coming out of the half, though.
Yeah, I think Downey checked back into the game there, and the other running back just didn't kind of check out.
Well, I think it was a receiver that actually they were trying to run off there. So, again, Essex in all black. Mustangs in their white jerseys, black pants, silver helmets. So, again, ball's at the 40-yard line. We thank you very much for joining us here on London Football Television. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'd like to thank everybody from the Windsor area who is sitting here watching this game. We appreciate, you know, one of the things I will say about having been in this London-Essex rivalry as long as I have been, not only as a broadcaster, but as a coach, it's not a hatred as much as we don't like you guys, but we sure respect what you do. And it's a very mutual feeling as well. You know, the two teams, they just personality-wise, they both think that they're the bullies, that they run the province. But there's the amount of respect that we have for the Essex Ravens and the Essex Ravens have for us is next level. So this time, a little different formation. Back to pass this time. First time taking a shot downfield. Pass was intended for number 7. That's Fleecy.
Josiah Flores, yeah, the intended receiver there.
Yep, Flores.
I mean,
he had it, just couldn't squeeze it.
Great ball by this quarterback here. And that's the backup quarterback, Ryan Nice. Their starting quarterback, Dante Lynch, out for the day. That was a perfect ball. You kind of got to come down with that one in stride. I know you're in between 2 Mustangs there, but squeeze that ball, come down with it, keep the drive alive.
So the Mustangs do hold on that 3rd down attempt, 4th down and 5. Punt formation in. I'm just going to say it again. They've got number 1 back there as the punter. They're going to have a fake punt at some time today.
No, absolutely.
Snap is away. The kick is away. They're trying the onside punt. Ball snaps, bounces at the 51-yard line, picked up by the Mustangs, takes it beyond midfield to about the 53 of the Essex Ravens. First down Mustangs. Great field position here as we see a shot of Coach Mills on the sidelines there.
Yeah, and I mean, the past 2 drives, they've been pretty different for London. They kind of came out trying to run the ball. They had a few big runs on that first drive. Couldn't complete. Field goal got blocked. And then the next drive, they kind of came out throwing the ball a little bit more towards the end there. Let's kind of see how they adjust, see if they can finish out this drive, get some points on the board.
Well, the Mustangs have had, Essex has really had the field position battle so far in this game. Mustangs have driven the ball and not been able to capitalize on their opportunities. But Essex has done a good job of pinning the Mustangs deep here. This is the best field position for London to start. Inside handoff, this time to the fullback, bouncing it off the left-hand side there. Gain of about 1. Didn't quite get the number on the ball carrier there, Jake.
I believe that was 22. Yeah, Max Esgrogan.
So, yeah, a short gain of maybe 1. We're going to call it a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 here. 6-0 Essex Ravens lead. Mustangs with the ball. Becker in at quarterback. 2-by-2 set. This time motion to trips to the field. 1 to the boundary. Fullback in there. Hand off to number 34. Takes it over the right-hand side. Makes the first man miss. Makes the second man miss. Down to the 30. Truck stick at the 32-yard line. Takes it all the way down to the 20. Number 34 for the Mustangs. Owen Jackson laying the boom here, Jake.
Yeah, just a crazy truck there. Number 11 kind of dropped his head on the hit. You can't do that. I know he's a big guy. You got to go low, but you also got to keep your head up on that, or that's exactly what's going to happen.
You got to see what you're hitting, or what's hitting you is going to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's one of the things that we used to say all the time. When you're making the tackle, your eyes better be towards the sky, because if not, they're looking at the ground. That's where you're getting picked up from. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Tight formation, inside handoff to the fullback. Gain of about 2 on the play. Number 22 was in at the fullback position there, Jake.
Yeah, that's Max Esgrogan again.
Scroggins had himself a good game there. And actually, it's a gain of about 4 on the play. My apologies.
Number 50 for the Essex Ravens. I believe he's playing that Mike position today. Sammy Osman. He's been in there on quite a few tackles today. He's really, really commanding the middle of this Essex Ravens defense.
High formation, 2-by-2 set. Fullback offset to the left. Again, straight ahead for number 34. Nowhere to go this time. Great job for the Essex Ravens, slow playing that point of attack there. And the helmet comes off, so unfortunately that's 3 plays for number 24, number 34, Jackson, as we see Rogers L'Esperance coming for him.
Yeah, and I believe that was Logan Deneau, the other running back, in on the tackle as well. So again, Essex playing a lot of kids kind of all over the field today.
Getting their athletes out, letting them make them plays. 2-by-2 set. I formation for Becker. Becker in the pistol formation. Handoff to Rogers L'Esperance. Met in the backfield. And fumbled the ball, looks like. They do. He fumbles the ball. Turn it over. Ravens recover at the 25-yard line. That is 3 drives inside the red zone for the Mustangs. No points for them.
Yeah, just a huge hit off the edge here by Landon Vincent. Way to stay patient, kind of track properly, and just, shoot the gap. And then number 78 for the Ravens, I believe, Devin Lacharate recovered that one. So, like you were saying, 3 drives in the red zone here. No points for the Mustangs.
8:30 left to go in the half. Ravens lead 6-0. 2-by-2 set. Widen the stance out on the offensive line this time a little bit. Now they're still going really, really tight.
Yeah, if I'm the Ravens, I'm
motion to
changing
trips
nothing.
to the field, 1 of the boundary, I formation. Handoff to number 1. Makes the first man miss. Gets off to the left-hand side. Boy, this guy, anytime he touches the ball, he could make a house call. That is Downey again, the ball carrier.
Yeah, that should have been a tackle for loss in the backfield there. Makes one little move and ends up getting like 3 or 4 yards on that one. Actually, they're going to give him, about 5 yards on that. So it should have been a tackle for loss. One little cut. Picks up what he can get.
The Mustangs seem to be watching the play develop rather than dictating the style on defense. Just an observation on my part. 2nd down and 5 here as we hear the crowd starting to liven up here. 2-by-2 I formation. Barking out the signals. Inside handoff to the fullback. Met right away. Pulled down. He got a gain of about 3 or 4 on that play. It's going to be a 3rd down and real short here for the Essex Ravens. just a fullback dive.
Yeah, but this is exactly what London's front seven kind of needs to start doing. Number 35 there for the Mustangs. Yeah, Jack Stevenson. Way to kind of shoot the gap, not wait for the ball carrier to get to him and try to make a play. I know he got like 3 or 4 yards there, but front seven really needs to be a little more aggressive, start attacking that ball carrier.
Again, tight formation for the Ravens. This time they split it. They threw the ball last time out of this split formation. And the Essex Ravens call their second and final timeout of the half. They tried to get something tricky going on there, I think. And again, not quite sure of the play, but they ended up calling the timeout with 7:03 left to go in the half. Essex Ravens have used both of their timeouts. Jake, flow of the game. London's kind of had their way between the 20s and then really gotten in their own way, not being able to capitalize. Essex Ravens with the one really big play, but that's a playmaker down there. Number 1, Downey. Looks like he could take it to the house any play.
Yeah, I mean, so far for the Mustangs, 3 drives inside the red zone, no points. I mean, you had the blocked field goal on the first one, turnover on the last drive. If I'm the Mustangs, I'm going to my offense, and I'm kind of starting to rethink. I'm maybe throwing the ball up a little more. Number 34 has had himself a day on Mustang's side, Owen Jackson. So I think the O-line just needs to get a little more push for him. He's had a few big runs here, so I'm not really sure what's going on in the red zone. It looks like
so Jackson came out. Remember, Jackson had to come out with the helmet coming off on that play. They made the substitution and then the fumble on the next play. So again, they've a missed field goal, turn it over on downs, and the fumble. Straight ahead dive for the quarterback. Takes it beyond the 32, about the 33-yard line. First down for the Ravens. And the Ravens fumble the ball. The Mustangs got it back. Oh, my. What happened there?
Yeah, I didn't see the ball come out at all. I just saw the Mustang sideline start signaling.
Number 35, Jake, your guy coming off the field. He got the ball there.
Yeah, Jack Stevenson. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about. The linebackers.
He just ripped it out. You can see him just kind of come out there, and he just ripped the ball out of the quarterback's hands. So the Mustangs are really in business. Ball's at the 40-yard line, and they have a real opportunity. They've got to come away with points on this drive, Jake.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Got the single back set out there.
2x2, fullback offset to the right as well. Hand off to Rogers. Nowhere to go. Short gain of a couple on the play. They're just waiting for him.
I believe that was actually Owen Jackson, and his helmet came off again, so that's another 3 plays. You got to do that up.
And again, Rogers is the running back for the JV team.
Ah, okay.
So that's why I'm, again, just getting them a little bit mixed up as to bell cow versus bell cow versus bell cow. We're going to see another one here tonight, number 22, Kanye Nethersall. Talk about a bell cow for the varsity team.
Varsities have like 2 or 3 running backs back there, don't they?
They've got a few. They've got a few kids that can absolutely take it to the house. Motion towards the field, inside handoff. Number 20 hit by number 95, number 90 and 55. Goes forward to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 34-yard line on the spot. Gain of 4, 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs.
I mean, this is just tough running here by number 22, Scrogan. Number 50, Sammy Osmond. That's a big, big kid trying to hit you. Way to just stay in there, try to truck him. I mean, I know it didn't really go his way, but tough running there.
Essex Ravens really, really bunched up tight. Lots of time this time. This time it's complete. Ryder Billings off to the left-hand side. Gets pulled down inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. We got a Ryder Billings sighting on board there. Gain of 12. First down, Mustangs.
I mean, just a simple out route there. Probably the most uncoverable route in football. Billings, he's a kid I coached like 2 years ago. I had him at fullback. Just an all-around great athlete.
You know, a fullback at that age, 2 years ago, he's going into high school this year. Looking forward to seeing that team. Rogers Lasperance takes the ball over the left-hand side. Met at the 15-yard line. Falls forward to the 14. Gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd down.
So this is where the Mustangs have struggled. I mean, they get to the inside of the red zone, and they kind of start falling apart there. So we'll
As
see.
we have the typical Canadian flyover here at the University Stadium, as the Canadian Geese leave the field from the south going to north towards the river. Second down, and we're going to call it 7 here on the 15-yard line. 2-by-2 set, fullback offset to the left, one running back in. Ravens showing blitz. Takes it over to the left-hand side this time, makes a second man miss. Touchdown, Mustangs! He's been waiting to finish that run all day. Owen Jackson with the 14-yard scamper. Mustangs tie it up.
I mean, just a straight kind of power look here for Owen Jackson. Yeah, no, great push by the offensive line there.
Look at the
And,
blocking
yeah,
downfield. Number 22, number 82 as well. That's the difference between a 4-yard run and a 40-yard run is what you do on the block. So again, 6-6.
Oh, a little fake here.
Little extra
they're gonna
fake,
get it.
and they got it. Number 24.
Oh, 34. So Owen
Number
Jackson.
34, Owen Jackson. So, with 3 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the second quarter, 17-yard run. Owen Jackson and the 2-point conversion makes the score 8-6. Junior Mustangs lead.
I mean, like you were just saying, he's been waiting to finish that run all half. He said, you know what, 6 points, that's not enough. I'm going to go out, I'm going to get the 2-point conversion too. So Mustangs going to lead here by 2 points.
So the Mustangs, after really tripping over themselves, we kind of said, hey, look, you got to come away with points after this drive on this one. Had great field position on the 40-yard line. After, I don't know who or how that ball was fumbled on just a straight quarterback dive. But again, it was number 35 that came up for it for the Mustangs. That was Jack Stevenson. And he's had himself a whale of a game.
Yeah, it looks like he just went in there, ripped the ball out.
Yeah, exactly. Number 20 to kick it off here for the Mustangs, McCartney. Ball's at the 45-yard line. 8-6 Mustangs lead. 3:56 left to go in the half. Beat a very quick moving half as well. Essex moving their kickers up, their kicking team way up, expecting an onside kick or a short kick on that. McCartney drills the ball, picked up at the 30-yard line, taking over the right-hand side. Number 16 and number 35 on the tackles for the Mustangs. Number 16 is, who do we got there for 16? Jake Robbins.
Yeah, Milo Robbins.
And of course, Stevens, number 35. You know, the linebackers, they look tentative at times, but they've really, they're coming to play. But again, when you're playing that outside receiver or that outside linebacker, kind of outside shade a little bit, you're almost at a disadvantage at the point of attack. With the Ravens in an I formation, they're getting an extra attacker into the box. So this time the Mustangs do adjust 3 linebackers inside. I formation 2-by-2 set. Handoff to number 1, taking it straight up the middle.
Looks like big number 92 there.
No,
Orlando.
that was the linebacker. I think it was number 82. You know what, Jake? My apologies. You're right. That is Orlando Lopez on the stop there.
Just showing your age.
I wear glasses. You don't. You tell me the numbers. I'll tell them the names. Appreciate you joining us here on London Football Television. Hit the like and subscribe button, and you can hear me insult my son a little bit more.
Absolutely.
This time the Ravens break the huddle. Just a flag, make a note of it. Number 1 is out at the receiver position. 3 receivers to the top of the field. 2 to the boundary down here. Motion across. Watch for the jet sweep. Jet sweep to come into number 1. Met in the backfield again. Number 30. Is that 35?
No, that's 30. Max Cermax.
Max Cermax. He absolutely saw this play coming. I was like, hey, they got one outside for a reason. They've handed him the ball a whole lot. There you see. They spread that out there. He walked the linebacker. Nobody blocks Cermak. And he absolutely eats them up at the 41-yard line.
No, and that's a great job by him to kind of have patience and not just shoot the gap right away. Keep us contained, make sure he bounces that back inside, and then make that tackle.
Watch for some type of bubble screen over here going on.
Yeah, they've really only thrown out of this set so far.
Yeah, and they're in the pistol formation this time. So the only other time that they've been in pistol, they threw the ball. Back to pass, taking a shot downfield, intended for number 1, and it's caught. Caught downfield inside the 40.
They're going to say no. They're going to say no.
He didn't come down with it.
I don't know about that.
I want to see this again.
I don't know about that. That looked like a catch to me.
100% this is a catch. So the ball is completed to the 38-yard line. I thought he came down with it.
Well,
we're just going to see the highlight one more time.
Well, they are spotting the ball there, so I don't know why the ref decided to say it was incomplete. But that's where they're spotting the ball, and they are saying it's complete.
Yeah, he was just waving his hands. It looked like he was waving incomplete. I think his hands just weren't quite as high as they needed to be. So again, number 1's in the slot. They're going to try to take advantage and try to get a quick strike here. 4 receivers, jet sweep coming. Handoff to number 1. Tries to get the edge.
Guess who?
Makes the first man miss. This time, nowhere to go. Great blocking downfield by the Essex Ravens, but they missed the point of attack. Thrown down for a loss of a couple was Downey again.
No, and great job again here by the London defense, kind of keeping their contain.
Yep. So throwing down all the way back down. So the ball was caught down to the 37-yard line. It is at the 39-yard line. 2nd down and 12. Ravens. 2:16 left to go in the half. 3 receivers to the field, 2 to the boundary, 1 fullback in. Mustangs break it up. Inside handoff, trying to hand it off to number 21. Breaks it over the left-hand side. Takes it all the way down to the 32-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play. They're going to mark him at the 33, my apologies. 3rd down, and we're going to call it about 6 here, Jake.
No, and I like this play call by Essex. I mean, so far in the pistol, you've really only thrown the ball or run that little jet to number 1. Number 1 Downey's had the ball for about 90% of the offensive snaps for the Ravens. So I like that play call. Kind of opens up a little bit more, makes London think, hang on, the ball's not just going to number 1 if they're lining up in pistol.
So in the little fullback draw there, 3 receivers to the field, 2 to the boundary here. Quarterback in the pistol formation. Inside handoff to number 21. Number 33. We got a Vanderbrink on the field. Throwing him down for a loss after a gain of about 1. 4th down and 4 here for the Essex Ravens.
Yeah, it looks like the exact same play call there.
It was the exact same play
Just
call.
looks like London was ready for it that time.
So the gain of 2.
They are going to keep the offense on the field. This would be a very long field goal.
So it's number 21 with the injury. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to continue. Comes off the field. Ball's at the 31-yard line of the Mustangs. 4th down. We're going to call it about 4 here to go. Mustangs lead 8-6 in what has been a very, very tightly played first quarter here. Mustangs with opportunities, unable to convert. Essex Ravens got a playmaker in number 1. They got 4 receivers to the field, 1 to the boundary. Back to pass, taking a shot downfield. Pass is intercepted and pass is knocked down incomplete. Number 21 for the Mustangs with the coverage. That is Graham Adams. Knocks it away. Turn it over on downs. 1st down Mustangs.
Yeah, it looked like he came down with the pick there, and it just kind of popped out last
They are
second.
giving him the pick.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, there's no way. That's not a pick.
I was going to say, that just
That's
popped,
not a
that just
pick.
popped out last second.
I don't think it's an interception, but I'm not on the field right now, so the ball is at the 12-yard line for the Mustangs. 1:10 left to go in a half. What do you do here, Jake? Put your coaching hat on. What do you got?
I mean, so far, really, they've been moving the ball with number 34, Owen Jackson, and the Ravens haven't really been able to stop him. That's a big, angry running back for this age group. Tough kid to bring down. I think, you got a minute left here. I know it's not a lot of time, but he can do it in one play. They've shown that.
Well, the Mustangs have 4 receivers that can actually go up, and they're tall and they're big, and they can go up and get the ball. Handoff inside. Trying to get the number
34, Owen
Number 34,
Jackson.
Owen Jackson takes it beyond the 45-yard line. Straight ahead to about the 48, we're going to call it. The Mustangs have both their timeouts as well. First down Mustangs. Big 35-yard run on just a straight draw play. They were looking for pass. They just threw inside handoff.
I mean, like I was just saying, Owen Jackson, it's been working for them all game, and that's going to be a timeout taken by the Mustangs here.
So the Mustangs call their first timeout of the half. They have one remaining, 59.2 seconds left to go. Remember, the Mustangs deferred to start this game. They're going to get the ball at the second half. If they can come away with points here,
it could be a very dangerous
that could
position
be
for
that's a
Essex.
very, very dangerous position to be, because you went for the 2 as well. So,
And London's defense is starting to show the adjustments. They're starting to show that, okay, you're going to run that I formation. We're not going to let you. That's why Essex kind of had to come out in that pistol look a lot more last drive, kind of spread the ball out, get it to some different kids. London's done a great job at adjusting, saying, okay, you want to show what you're doing? We'll show you we can stop it.
Yeah, and of course, Coach Glenn Mills is over there. He's going to have a few adjustments for the Essex Ravens at half as well. 49-yard line of the Mustangs. Becker's gone all the way in at quarterback. 3 receivers to the field. Is pulled off to the right-hand side as well. So, 1 running back. Motion across. Handoff to number 34. They slow play it again. This time he gets it beyond the 50-yard line to about the 51. Second down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, no, good job by the Ravens defense there, kind of shooting the gaps, staying patient. I think they know where the ball's going here, number 34.
Well, is this like the Mustangs did a lot of, we did that Hamilton game a couple weeks ago. We were watching that first game that we didn't broadcast. We did the JVs and the varsities. There was a lot of tunnel. There was a lot of bubbles in there. They haven't really gone to that today a lot. Same formation this time. Becker's back to pass, taking a shot over the middle of the post. He's got a house call going on here. That is Ryer Billings, I believe. It is not Ryer Billings. Jake, who's the number?
That's number 81.
Denault. That is wow. That is a huge play. Just a post pattern. The third receiver bumping over. Coming across. He's just running a simple post. And that seam pass, Jake, you could see they overloaded the safety to the wide side of the field to try to take away those big receivers on the outside. That post came across. Nobody was in the middle of the field. That was a big strike. Extra point is away. It is good this time. It is 15-6, 36 seconds left.
And yeah, just like you were saying, this puts the Ravens in a very dangerous position because the Mustangs are going to get the ball to start the second half.
61-yard touchdown and run, number 81 from Chase Becker.
I believe that was a 3-play drive.
That was a 3-play drive. So, complexion of this game definitely changed. But we talked about it. The Mustangs had 3 opportunities on their first drives. They got the ball inside the red zone or the danger zone, really. Just outside the red zone, that one drive, the ball was at the 22. But they weren't able to come away with points. Jake, they come away with points in those drives. This game is pretty much over at half.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, 3 possessions in the red zone, not coming away with anything. You had a field goal blocked, missed 2 opportunities there. You could be looking at a lot more points on the board for the Stangs here.
Kick is away, bounces at the 25-yard line. Number 1, Downey picks it up, takes it beyond the 30. They slow play him, takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line. Great play there. I want to get the number of the young man coming off the field. It's number 15 or 16.
I believe it's number 15, Trent Jones.
Yeah, it is. It's number 15. Did a great job. Kid does a great job of special teams, okay? Understanding your assignment, squeezing the ball carrier down, maintaining your lane integrity, coming down on levels, and attacking and just making a great play.
Yeah, no, they did a great job on that. I mean, knowing that you have a weapon back there returning in Downey, you really want to slow play that. Don't give him any space to get to the outside or really break one away on you.
36-yard line is where the Ravens will break the huddle.
Reminder, they don't have any timeouts left.
They're going trips across. We got 3 receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Motion inside. Quarterback draw. Nowhere to go this time. Number 95, Jake, and number 92, I believe it was. Actually, it was 82, Mason McEachran, and number 95, Bryson Jones with the pleasure in the backfield.
Check that. That was actually number 92. Yeah, no.
92.
Orlando Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez, we've said his name a number of times.
Yeah, he's been in there a lot. I mean, just a really, really big D-line here for the London Jr Mustangs.
They're almost running like 2 big tackles, 2 speed rushers, and 3 linebackers. So again, Ravens, double trips. 3 to the left, 3 to the right. Quarterback empty. Motion 2 receivers in. Jet sweep handoff to number 21. Whistle blowing. Mustangs called the timeout. So there was their third. That is their final timeout of the half with 1.3 seconds left to go. Well, are you blitzing or are you playing coverage? This kid is dynamic in space. I want to get a body on him as quick as possible.
I'm playing coverage with a spy here. I mean, you don't want any points on the board here. They got a long way to go. I'm playing my guys deep. I'm saying let them get 20, 30 yards if they want. Just don't let them get the points.
Using the basketball analogy, are you playing like a box one? Where you're playing like a zone everywhere else, but you're manned up on one?
No, absolutely. Here, I'm playing deep coverage here with my best athlete shadowing number 1 here.
Well, let's see. The ball's at the 35-yard line after a short loss on the play. Mustangs break the huddle defensively. They're definitely in coverage formation. 3-by-3 for the Ravens. Back to pass. Throwing it up. It's almost intercepted. Falls incomplete. And that's the end of the first quarter. What was a quarter of really 2 very, very dynamic feels to this game. You know, we started in the first quarter. The Mustangs missed that opening drive, and they missed the field goal. The 22-yard field goal was no good. It was blocked. Essex Ravens next play at 4:39 left to go in the first quarter. 78-yard run by Downey for a house call, and the Ravens were up until 3:56 left to go in the half. We're finally number 34 for the Mustangs. That is Owen Jackson. Got the 17-yard run and the 2-point conversion to go up 8-6. And then that 61-yard post pattern, number 81 Denault from Becker. And the Mustangs are up at the half, 15-6. Adjustments, Jake. What are you doing if you're the Essex Ravens?
If I'm the Essex Ravens, I'm kind of spreading the ball out here a little more. I mean, if I'm London, I know where the ball is going right now. I don't know where he lines up, but I know wherever he does line up, this ball is going to number 1 Downey. If I'm the Ravens, I start getting it to number 21 Deneau a lot more, and I start kind of spreading this ball out, making London make the proper adjustments here and not just key on one guy.
So adjustments for the Mustangs?
Adjustments for the Mustangs, I say we stay with what they've been doing on offense. I mean, Owen Jackson, he's having himself a day. Definitely just an angry running back. I don't even think I could bring him down.
So there you go. The 21-year-old couldn't bring down the 14-year-old with an angry run. We're going to bring you to the half. 15-6. Mustangs lead. We'll be back to bring you second half action real soon. And welcome back to Alumni Stadium here on the campus of Western Ontario for this U14 semifinal between your London Jr Mustangs and the Essex Ravens. My name is Ron Forwerda, joined on play-by-play with my son, Jake Forwerda. Jake, that was an entertaining first half of football.
Yeah, no, super, super entertaining. I mean, started really slow. Essex kind of getting in the end zone first. 3 drives for the London Jr Mustangs where they couldn't get any points out of it. Then the second quarter kind of rolled around and it all changed. Mustangs go up 15-6 after a huge run by Owen Jackson. If I'm the Essex Ravens, that entire half, I'm thinking of how can I spread this ball out and get it to a few of my other playmakers here.
Well, again, it all kind of changed for the Mustangs on that fumble. And it was a 4th down and about 1. The Essex Ravens had the yards to gain, and somehow the Mustangs came out of the pile on the 40-yard line with the ball. 3-4 plays later, and we got our man, number 34, Owen Jackson, taking it out from 17 yards in, and the 2-point conversion. That's key, okay? Because now you have a 9-point lead. So even if they go for it and get the 2-point conversion, they're going to be down.
Yeah, and we were talking about this coming into the second half. London's going to return to start the second half. So if they can get some points on the board here, it puts the Ravens in a pretty dangerous situation, down almost 2 or 3 scores there.
Well, you're down once. You're down 1 score plus right now. So if the Mustangs can keep the momentum going and drive this ball, they've got an opportunity to go up 2+ scores, and that could be really, really difficult to come back from. As we see, for the Essex Ravens, it's all come down to, it's like Downey's just had himself a great game so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's been everywhere, offense, defense, and we're watching him kick this one off.
So second half action is about underway. Downey goes towards the ball. Short little kick picked up at the 35-yard line, returned to the 40. It's number 33, Vanderbrink, takes it beyond midfield. Beyond the 50-yard line to the 51-yard line of the Mustangs. Great starting field position for the Junior Mustangs here, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, something they didn't really have a lot of in that first half is they were losing that field position battle for most of the first half. The Ravens were doing a great job kind of pinning them deep. It wasn't until about maybe a quarter way through the second quarter we saw them start right around where they have the ball right now. So that was their best field positioning, and then they kind of started taking over the field position battle. So we'll see what they can do here, drive the ball downfield.
So Mustangs break the huddle, 2 receivers to the field, 2 receivers to the bottom of the field. I formation, handoff to number 34, straight ahead. Takes it beyond midfield to the 54, 53-yard line. That is a gain of 6 on the play. Jackson again, the ball carrier, 2nd down, and we're going to call it 4.
And again, that's just such an angry run by Jackson. I mean, lowering the shoulder, going right down the middle. Number 50, Sammy Osman, that's a big linebacker, and I've seen him play before. He can lay the boom. So
again, 2x2 set, motion to trips. Inside handoff to the fullback. I believe it's number 22 this time for the Mustangs. Takes it to the, driving his legs forward, takes it to the 50-yard line. Great second effort, refusing to go down, is number 22 for the Mustangs, Jake.
Yeah, 22, S. Grogan. He was having a pretty good first half as well. Again, another really strong, angry running back, refusing to go down there. I think there was maybe 4 or 5 Ravens on him there.
Yeah, again, good. He got hit pretty much at the line of scrimmage. Just kept driving his legs on that. We see wholesale changes being made by both teams here. Essex has got too many men on the field right now. They got too many men. It's a free first down. And this is not going to matter because we got a possible house call. The 2 stud players of this game, Downey pushes them out of bounds at the 35-yard lines. This is too many men on the field for the Essex Ravens. This penalty will be declined. First down London at the 26.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of this in the first half. I mean, Owen Jackson kind of just went through the middle there, like untouched. This offensive line has been getting a really, really good push ever since the second quarter started.
Yeah, they've really done a good job. And see, what happened there is London brought their big personnel in, and Essex recognized it late, trying to get some late substitutions on. And there was definitely 13 men on the field as he got basically caught up at the numbers at the snap. Heads up play by the Mustangs going with the quick snap on that as well.
No, absolutely.
First down Mustangs, 26-yard line. Ball is on the left hash going to the north end zone. Becker in the pistol formation, 2-by-2 set, motion to the third running back out to the left. Again, number 34 just slow playing that physical ground and pound. Owen Jackson with the ball carrier. We're going to get a gain of 3. Now, this is something that we kind of said off air. See how the second half comes out. A lot of two-way players for Essex. That was a 2-yard run in the first half. Beginning of the third quarter, that's a 3-yard run.
Yeah, no, so far, I mean, London's offensive line has really hasn't shown any sign of being tired.
Becker takes it off to the left. Out pattern, caught by number 83. I believe that's Purdy. Yep. Purdy just does a 5-yard out, gets the ball down to the 18, 17-yard line. Third down and 1. Mustangs making wholesale personnel changes. Heavy package coming in again.
Yeah, and this time Essex not really changing anything. They don't want to get caught again with too many people on the field.
I don't know if they've recognized that they've got their bigs in yet. Third and 1 here for the Mustangs. Becker under center. Handoff to number 54 over the right-hand side. Takes it beyond the 15-yard line to about the 14. Enough to move the sticks. First down, Mustangs. That is Arnold, the ball carrier.
Yeah, and they have him listed as an offensive lineman, so they really just went, all right, who's our biggest, strongest guy? Let's get him the ball.
Well, he lines up a lot at that H-back spot, too. I've seen him lining up as kind of a lead blocker. So tight end is also in here. Mustangs saying the same formation. It's time to hand off to Jackson. Drives forward to about the 6-yard line. Gain of 8. And we talked about that, Jake. We talked about it. This is what you're starting to see the effects of this big physical ground and pound that the Mustangs do. What was a 2-yard run is a 3. Now is a 9-yard run.
Yeah, and like you were saying, the Ravens are playing a lot of players both ways today, and it's a very, very hot one out there
It's a hot, hot day.
In all black definitely doesn't help you either.
2 tight ends, 2 receivers, I formation. Hand off to Jackson, straight ahead over the middle. He's going to get the ball to the 3-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Enough to move the sticks. An impressive drive for the Mustangs. First and goal at the 3, Jake.
Yeah, no, this is a great job. I didn't catch the number on it, but by the D lineman there, kind of just sticking the hand out and slowing the running back down. I mean, Owen Jackson's had some pretty big runs. Once he gets to the second level, he's basically untackleable. So great job by the big man reaching the arm out, slowing him down, letting one of his linebackers come in and finish the play for him.
First and goal, 2 tight end, real narrow splits, 2 receivers. Handoff to number 54, straight up ahead. He's going to get a house call. Arnold brings it in. 3-yard touchdown for the Mustangs. 7:08 left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, and just like that, this game has completely changed. I mean, it started 6-0 for the Ravens. Now we're looking 21-6 for the Stangs. Might go up 22-6 here. Starting to run away with this one a little bit.
Well, huge play. It's 21-6 right now as we see the extra point being lined up. The extra point would put it at 22. But that was a physical, imposing drive. Kick is good. So 7:08 left to go in the third quarter. The Mustangs do what we talked about, what they needed to do. Come out, get a score. Now, if you're the Essex Ravens, is it panic time or do you got a little bit more time before what do we do?
Oh, we have tons of time left if I'm the Essex Ravens here. So far, the London Junior Mustangs, though, have adjusted pretty well to what they're coming out with on offense. They're running that I formation a lot, and London's been very patient with their defensive scheming, kind of adjusted to it, and hasn't really worked since that first quarter. So we'll see if Essex made some adjustments this halftime.
Well, let's see what happens here. It's pretty much being the Downey show here for the Essex Ravens. And they've got to get another guy or two involved here to get the pressure off of that young man who's had himself a whale of a game so far.
Yeah, Logan Deneau, they definitely started getting him the ball a lot more towards
Great
the end
kick.
of
This is
the
over
half.
his head.
Oh, wow.
Picked up at the 16-yard line. Takes it beyond the 25 and met right away by the Mustangs. I want to. That's number 6.
No, that's number 15 again.
15
Trent
again.
Jones. He's having himself a day on the special teams.
You know what? We talk about it a lot with the older levels. How it is such an important facet of the game. It is a third of the game. You don't really see it as much in 4-down football. Okay, but when you get down to 3-down football, special teams play such a huge part in this game. And if you're a starter on special teams, that doesn't mean that you're not good enough to play on the other teams. It means your energy and your enthusiasm is bottled up into 1 or 2 plays. But it's a huge facet of the game. The kicking game, the return game, the coverage game. You've got to have great coverage skills downfield. And this is twice on special teams we've called his name.
No, absolutely. And I mean, Trent Jones being a 2011 kid, he's being a younger kid. That's where you try to get those kids kind of adjusted to the game and really starting to face off against that older age group of kids. I mean, you only have 2 years at each level, but that difference can be huge coming from Pee-wee to Bantam, Bantam to JV, JV to varsity.
We talked
right?
about it, the Pee-wee to the Bantam. The boys become men between grade 7 and grade 8, and you got a lot of men out there playing this game. 3-by-2, back to pass, taking a look. Pass is intended for Downey, falls incomplete. Couple Mustangs in coverage there. Number 30, we've called his name a number of times. That is Blake Cermak.
Yeah, I mean, good ball here by the quarterback. Just kind of went right through the hands. Like we were talking about before, Essex is without their starting quarterback today. So Ryan Nice has done a really good job to step up and kind of fill that role here today.
So Nice has gone all the way at quarterback position. 2 receivers to the boundary, 3 to the field, 1 running back in. Pistol formation. This is the adjustment the Essex Ravens have done. Trying to get the ball out in space. Taking a shot downfield. Good coverage. In and out of the hands of number 3. Geez, Jake, there's not very often you see a, really, let's call it what it is, like a 4'3" corner out there on a tall receiver. But Mr. Kim goes up year after year, play after play, and absolutely shuts receivers down.
No, this kid's a dog for sure. I mean, watching him in LMFA, one of the smallest kids on the field. Being a coach, I saw that and said, oh, I'm going to run the ball right at him. 3 plays later, I decided I wasn't going to run at him ever again.
Yeah, Tate Kim is just a great football player. Don't let the size fool you. 3rd down and 10, Ravens, 3-by-2 set. Taking a look this time to the boundary. Pass is caught. It's going to be a gain of 11 on the outside for the Ravens. Move the sticks, 1st down.
Yeah, that's completed to number 80, Kyle Angus. I think that's his 2nd reception of the day today.
I don't remember calling his name, but it's quite possible. But yeah, this is just a sit-down route after 9 yards. Give you easy completion, make a first man miss. Ball is out to the 38-yard line for the Ravens. 1st down.
Well, and they're starting to do exactly what we were talking about. I mean, they're starting to get the ball to some other players other than Downey. Kind of make the London Junior Mustangs defense adjust to some other players here.
3-by-2 set, 1 running back in. Little switch action happening on there. Inside handoff. Vanderbrink with the tackle at the 40-yard line after a gain of 3 yards. 2 yards.
I believe that's number 23, the ball carrier. That's Tatla. I think that's his first carry today.
It might be Akim Tatla, the ball carrier for the Ravens, and they are giving him 3 up to the 41-yard line. Second down and 7 for the Ravens. Clock is ticking. It's taking a long time with this drive right now. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Ravens with a second and 7. 3-by-2 set, 2 to the boundary, 3 to the field. 1 running back in. Quarterback calls his own number, takes it over the left-hand side. Met right away by a herd of Mustangs, led by both the linebackers and number 92 for the Mustangs, Jake. We've called his name a number of times. Orlando Lopez is having himself a game.
Yeah, and I believe number 33 in there as well, Vanderbrink. Both of them just commanding this London Jr Mustangs
Vanderbrink
defense.
was there. 35 was there. That's Stevenson. And, again, the big man, Lopez. So, third down, and we're going to call it 5 here. Inside handoff. Falls forward, close to a first down. Flag on the far side of the field. There's not been a lot of flags in this game, Jake.
No, the refs are definitely letting them play, or just both sides of the ball are disciplined today.
Holding is called against the Essex Ravens.
Yeah, so this one's going to come back right as I was preaching.
This was a pretty
discipline.
evident call. I'll be honest with you. I think the outside receiver had the guy and he hooked him right away. So we're going to be looking at a third down and about 14 here for the Essex Ravens.
I mean, it's a hard thing as a receiver to stay on that block for a long, long time, especially when you have a shifty corner out there. The second he gets past you, you kind of have to let go if you're not moving your feet with him, and that's exactly what happened. Hooked him, and yeah, easy hold call.
4 minutes left to go, third quarter, 22-6, Mustangs lead. Ravens with the ball, third and 14, 3 receivers to the field, motion to 4 receivers to the field, 1 to the boundary, 1 running back in, looking for that out pass. Here it comes. Read right away, number 30 again. Wow,
Yeah.
That was
Max
Sturmack absolutely reads this play. I saw it coming up here, he did that motion. This is where film study comes in because they recognize it right away. Cermak knocks it away, forces the fourth down, and Ravens have to punt.
Yeah.
Now, again, one more thing. We've talked about it a number of times. Number 1's their punter. He's got to be back there for a reason. If you've got a fake, maybe now's the time.
Honestly, I don't think now would be the best time for it, especially it being like 4th and 13. We haven't done too much, and they know he's an athlete.
He's only back about 8 yards. High snap. The kick is away. Good pressure.
Short one.
Short kick out to the sidelines. Goes out of bounds about the 45-yard lines. Mustangs are going to have excellent field position here. Just waiting for the final spot where the ball is going to be spotted. So they're going to mark it at the 42-yard line for London. Jake, since that fumble, that seems to be the key play of the game, as the observer that we are, that seems to be where everything kind of changed.
Yeah, and I mean, if I'm London's offense right now, we can get in the end zone, kind of put this game away. I'm sticking with exactly with what we've been doing. Give him the ball to number 34, number 24. Just let him run it down the middle. Let him tire out this Ravens defense.
Mustangs to the I formation. Handoff to number 24. That's Rogers Lasperance. Takes over the right-hand side. Gain of about 9 on that play. Really, really close to the first down. Yeah, gain of 9 on the play. Second down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, the Ravens, they just look tired. They have a lot of kids out today with injuries, and they have a lot of kids playing 2 ways. They just look tired, and it's a hard thing when London's got 2 or 3 bell cows they can just keep giving the ball to and say, okay, we're going to get 3-4 yards every time.
Mustangs fumble the snap. Pressure was coming by the Essex Ravens. They're starting to sell out a little bit to take away that run.
Number 50, Sammy Osman, just kind of shot right at the center there. I think the center just jumped up a little quick and, yeah, made the snap a little low. Sammy Osman's been having a great day in the middle there today.
There's a number of Essex Ravens who have, they're all playing their hearts out. Let's call it exactly what it is. Every kid out there is playing their hearts out. The Essex Ravens and London Jr Mustangs. Back to pass, little screen pass. There's that tunnel screen that we talked about. Makes the first man miss, makes the second man miss, takes it all the way down. I'm going to say about the 26-yard line. Gain of 10 on the play. First down, Mustangs.
Yeah, number 88, Ingram with the reception there. Something we've seen a lot this year, something we haven't seen at all today, though.
Yeah.
Great block on the edge there by, I believe it was number 22, kind of came across. Something that has been open for them really all day today. They just haven't gone to.
So the Mustangs break the huddle. 3 receivers, 2x2 set. Fullback in there as well. Handoff to Rogers L'Esperance. Takes it over the left-hand side. And this is what we were talking about in the first half. How, with the amount of those two-way players, you're seeing it. That was a 3-yard loss in the first half. Now it's a 2-yard gain. You're starting to see the Mustangs having a little bit fresher legs. They've been leaning on them all day. Jake, is this something that we could potentially see in the varsity game as well?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. They have a 3-headed monster at the varsity level. They have a lot of receivers they can throw the ball up to and get it. Seems to me every time I watch that varsity team, they just get better and better as the game goes on.
Rogers L'Esperance takes it over the right-hand side, makes the first man miss, gets it to the edge, down to the inside the 10, down to the 5, first and goal, Mustangs, and one more score, and oh boy, there could be real trouble for the Essex Ravens. 45 seconds left to go in the half. First and goal, Mustangs at the 5.
Yeah, and again, this Ravens defense, they just look tired at this point.
Yeah.
21 Deneau with the tackle there. Yeah, like you were saying, in the first half, that could have been a loss of yards there.
That was a loss of yards in the first half. They were, go back to the first half when they had all that energy and all the emotion coming up. That's a 3-yard loss. And this now, at this point in the game, it's a 7-yard gain. Becker back to pass, taking a shot in the end zone. Pass falls incomplete. Intended for Ryer Billings. A little bit short on that. He's got to follow that all the way through. Thought he jumped a little bit early, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, good coverage there by Downey.
Really good coverage by Essex.
Yeah, someone we've been saying his name all day today. Not necessarily the guy you want to throw the ball up to. I know Billings, he's a big receiver. He can come down and get it, but I mean, Downey's proved all day. Stop running, stop throwing the ball at me.
Wholesale changes for the Mustangs as they bring the big boys in. Double tight end look. 2 running backs, 2 receivers in. Becker under center. Hands it to number 34. Walk in touchdown. He literally went in untouched. Touchdown Mustangs at the end of the third quarter. That is Owen Jackson off the left-hand edge. Touchdown London.
Is that his second or his third today?
That's his second touchdown.
That's his second today. Yeah, so this one's looking like it might be out of reach for the Essex Ravens. They just look too tired to kind of keep going and put any more huge drives together.
Extra point is lined up. Number 20. Snap is down. The kick is away. And it is good. And at the end of the third quarter, the Mustangs have jumped out to a commanding 29-6 lead. If you're the Essex Ravens, you are down 3+ scores. What do you have to do? Do you have enough possessions left to come back?
At this point, I think that's just the key factor is time. You have 12 minutes left of this game. Is 12 minutes really enough time to put together 3 or 4 drives here and take the lead or even just tie it up and get into overtime?
Second half recap here. Mustangs scored with 7:08 on their opening drive of the second half. Number 54, the 3-yard run, extra point was good. Mustangs went up 22-6. And just there, final play of the third quarter. Number 34, 5-yard run. Pretty much untouched. They just walled everything off. 29-6 after the extra point. Mustangs will lead. And I want to give a shout out right now to the U12 AAA Ontario champion Junior Mustangs, who went into Guelph today and played a huge Durham team and beat them 62-30.
Yeah, no, I was scrolling on Instagram earlier and saw the 62 points get put up.
It's a little fake reverse on that. Nobody really falls for it. Everyone does a good job. Kim tried to make the tackle, but it ended up being number 15's there. McCartney's there. 40 is there for the Mustangs. Just a number of Mustangs. Ball's returned to the 38-yard line. First down, Essex.
Yeah, and this is where you could start seeing the Ravens start reaching into their bag of tricks. Like on that kickoff, fake reverse there. You might start seeing some trickery. They need to get in the end zone, and they need to do it fast.
They need to get there quick,
If
exactly.
they want to keep this game alive.
So you need 3 stops and 3 possessions to score.
And really, you have not done all that much on offense since that second drive where you just broke off that huge run on the first play of it.
Well, exactly.
They're in that split form. They've been throwing out of this a lot.
3 receivers, 2 running backs, 1 to the boundary. Handoff to number 1. Met by 32 again. Wow, the Mustangs linebackers, that's Blake McEachran with the stop there. Gain of 4. We're going to call it 5 on that.
I believe Vanderbrink in there as well.
Yeah, 32, 33, 30, 35, 40. These guys are all just flying to the ball. The Mustangs, they're just not buying it anymore. And I hate to say it, the Ravens just look tired.
They do.
Second down, and we're going to call it 6 here. 3 receivers to the field, 1 to the boundary, 2 running backs in there as well. Little motion, inside handoff to number 21. 99, 95 were there. That is Owen Novea and Bryson Jones with the stop after a gain of about 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4, Jake.
Yeah, front sevens played just absolutely fantastic today. I mean, Essex came out aggressive and hard and fast. London stayed really, really patient. They stuck to their game plan. They knew they had a really big athletic front 7 here, and they've kind of taken over this game.
3rd down and 3. I believe that we are in 4-down territory. Pretty much game on at this point.
Absolutely.
Motion to trips to the field, 1 to the boundary. Back to pass, pressure coming, taking a shot downfield. Pass falls incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down here for the Essex Ravens.
Yeah, and I mean, Ryan Nice has really done a great job today stepping up and filling that quarterback role. And that kid has an arm.
Yeah, really good athlete. That's a young man that plays a little bit of linebacker as well. Plays some quarterback. He's really tall, good athlete. You can always count on the Essex Ravens having a very athletic quarterback.
No, absolutely.
4th down and 4 for the Ravens. Ball is right at the 45-yard line. It is on the far right hash. 3 receivers to each side of the field. Empty formation for the Ravens. Back to pass. Pressure coming right away. It's caught. Complete to number 21 for the Essex Ravens. We got flags everywhere at the end of this. Possible face mask call here, Jake?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, they came out pretty quick. I don't see what else it could be here other than that. Yeah, and they're going to call the face mask. So that's going to move up, I believe, 15 yards. That's a pretty big one for Essex here. It's going to keep the drive going and give them pretty good field position here. Only 9:40 left, and I'm starting to think the time is going to become a huge factor here. They just don't have enough of it left.
Well, that's the thing. Time is going to be becoming a factor, and it was right away. He clearly grabbed the face mask. 15-yard penalty. So the Essex Ravens with the ball at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and this is the best field position they've had in a while now. Staying in that empty set, they're going to be throwing the ball like we said before. They got to get in the end zone, and they have to do it fast.
3-by-3 set. Back to pass. Pressure taking a shot downfield. He's got a man down there. Good coverage downfield. Ball was incomplete. Intended for, I believe it was number 88 or 82. I can't quite tell.
I think it was number 89, actually.
Number 89, the intended receiver for Essex. Ball falls incomplete. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. 9:37 left to go in the 4th quarter. 29-6 Mustangs lead. You know, Essex needs a score, an onside kick, a score, a stop or an onside kick, and a score for the opportunity and a 2-point conversion or two along the way. Pressure coming right away, thrown down for a loss. Number 99, that is Owen Novea coming right through. Throws him back to the 50-yard line. Excuse me, they're marking him at where contact was made at the 47. Loss of 8 on the play. Third down.
Yeah, and I mean, just he is so fast for such a big kid. Just ran right past number 63 there. Instant pressure. Not a lot you can do there as a quarterback when you look up and there's someone right in your face.
Timeout called by the Essex Ravens there. You've got to play this smart here, okay? You don't have to get all the yards back, but you need to get a chunk of them back. You know, this drive represents, this is game. We're in game mode at this point. Again, not trying to be biased or anything else, but I question whether Essex has 3 possessions left in this game. It's just taking them too long to score right now. 29-6, basically 9 minutes left to go in the ball game. And Jake, we were talking earlier, just a few minutes ago, about the U12 game, and it was a fantastic game. Mustangs were down 14-0 in that game, 3 minutes in. And, you know, they gathered themselves. Congratulations to Coach Sarfo. His first year as a head coach. He was an assistant coach with Coach DeSando at the U10s last year. And just really, really great job by everybody there. Congratulations. We got the U10 AAA team going for another provincial championship tomorrow as well. Third down, and we're going to call it 18, empty backfield. Pressure coming right away. Quarterback rolls out to the left, throws it back. It's intercepted by the Mustangs. Intercepted.
Number 33.
That's Vanderbrink. We've called his name a number of times. Evan Vanderbrink understood his assignment. Interception. That might be the final nail in the coffin for the Essex Ravens. First down, Mustangs.
Yeah, and I mean, Ryan Nice just trying to keep the play alive there. He got out of the pocket. It's like 3rd and 13 at that point. He's trying to get some yards back, and he doesn't want to do it on the ground. Just makes a bad decision. I don't know if you saw Vanderbrink there or not, but looks like he tried to float it just over the head. And I mean, you can't do that.
I'm going to be critical. I'm sorry. I'm going to be critical. This is the London quarterback as well. You can't roll to the right, throw back across the middle late. It's an interception 99 times out of 100. Little bubble screen pass intended for Billings goes over his head, incomplete, second down. So the ball is at the 48-yard line of the Mustangs.
And if I'm London, I'm just trying to run out as much time as possible.
Yeah, I'm calling a run, and a run.
Maybe a run after that.
And then we're going to line up and we're going to do it again. I just want to bleed this clock. Inside handoff. Almost broke a tackle there for a gain of, again, that's Rogers L'Esperance, the ball carrier. Those were 1-2 yard gains, -1, -2 earlier. Now they're 5-6 yard gains. Third down and 5. I think we got to the point where the Essex Ravens have battled so hard in this game. Big shout-outs to them. I think they're just exhausted. I think that the London team's just leaned on them a little bit too hard at this point.
This D-line came out just flying around, and now the London Jr Mustangs O-line really just getting a push in the second half.
Inside handoff to the fullback. I believe it was number 22. Takes it just over the left edge for a gain of, we're going to call it about 3 for third down and about 1. Mustangs bring the heavy package in. They want to steal this game right now.
I mean, defensively, though, Sammy Osman, I feel like I'm calling that kid's name almost every other play. He is in there on almost every tackle. Number 50.
Yeah, he's
done a great job commanding that defense from the middle linebacker position today. He's been in there. He's not letting the heat get to him. He's had himself a great day on that defense side of the ball.
Handoff to number 34. Just bullies straight ahead, gets it beyond the 50-yard line. keeps driving his legs down, takes it down to the 47-yard line of Essex. Needed 2, got 6, 6:55 left, third quarter, 29-6 Mustangs lead.
And like we've talked about all day, I mean, just such a tough kid to bring down. So big, he runs so angry, keeps those feet moving. Could have been like a 1-2 yard gain, ended up being like, what, 6-7?
Yeah, it was like a 6-yard gain on that, on was just a straight ahead. Everybody knew what was happening here. I formation 2x2 set, motion the trips. Inside handoff to the fullback. 22 takes it over the left-hand side. He's running hard. Gain of 9 on the play. Call it 9.5. Second down and short for the Mustangs as we have an injury timeout at midfield.
Yeah, that's Max Escrogan on the run there. We've said his name a few times, carrying the ball today, but
He runs
really,
like we talked about earlier. I apologize for cutting you off. We talked about how, the Mustangs, they kind of had a three-headed monster at running back. He was one of them. They haven't really demonstrated the passing game. They've got 3 or 4 receivers out there that can run, that can catch, and we saw it earlier on there, are physical downfield and can hit and block. This team's got a shot next week. We're assuming that they're going to play the Cumberland Panthers in next week's game. That is a game that at this age level, everybody kind of circled at the start of the year and said, okay, we'll meet you in Guelph next week. Unfortunately, it's in Waterloo.
yeah, that Cumberland team is very good this year.
Number 1 scoring offense, number 1 in scoring defense next week against number 2 in scoring offense and number 2 in scoring defense. That is going to be a whale of a game. I'll tell you, these Mustangs are going to have their hands full against that Cumberland Panthers team.
Yeah, so as number 1 Downey, the playmaker, comes off with that injury, we hope he's okay, coming off on his own strength.
He just could have been like exhausted at that. And again, that young man, we don't have player of the games or anything else like that, but I'm telling you, that young man has played his heart out and has been, for me, one of the top 2 or 3 players for the Essex Ravens today.
He's my all-around MVP today.
Motion to trips, ball at the feet. Becker just takes the ball, goes down at the 45-yard line, thrown down for a loss of 7 on that. It's going to bring up a third down and about 8, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, snap was kind of on the ground there, and Becker realized right away he had nowhere really
just
to go
maintain
there.
possession, eh?
Yeah, just get down, keep the ball. We'll get back at it next play.
Yep. Clock continues to run. 5:30 left to go in the ball game. 2x2 I formation set here for the Mustangs. Back to pass. Oh! Sorry, got caught watching it instead of describing it. It was intended for number 82 for the Mustangs. That was McEachran. Little bit overthrown, just outside of his reach. Or was that 80 Billings?
No, that was number 82. You were correct.
So just outside of his reach, tip drill. Number 5 had a shot at it, and it looks like number 11 had a shot at it as well.
Quincy Good tipped it up to number 11, Tatla, and neither of them could come down with it. That's why that tip drill is so important.
Work on that early season. You wonder, why do you work on that for moments like that? 4th down, 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Got them. Got the hand call. Got a free 5 yards. Pass falls incomplete. Mustangs are going to move it up 5 yards and repeat 4th down here, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, they're out there throwing the ball right now. Are you surprised by that with this much time?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I would have. I don't mind let's line up and just get a hard count, see if we can get a play. But I would be 29-6, 5 minutes left to go.
I'm running the ball.
I'm punting the ball. 4th down, and we're going to call it 3 here after the penalty. So Mustangs break the huddle. 4th down and 3, we're going to call it. Offset fullback to the left, 3 to the field, 2 to the boundary. It's intercepted by number 11. Well,
he got it.
Sometimes you don't work on the tip drill. Sometimes you catch it clean. Number 11 returns it all the way to the 53-yard line for the Essex Ravens. Jake, that's a great job. That's Tetla again.
Yeah. Ronick Tatla, I mean, great job. Kind of jumped this route, recognized it really early. You dropped that one on the tip drill earlier. As a current DB, there's not a worse feeling in the world as dropping an interception. I mean, you wait all game for one of those, so gets another chance. Kind of happy to see that he came down with that one, honestly.
Similar play to the Mustangs on that post pattern that they ran early in the late in the second quarter there. So it was a very, very similar play. Good job recognizing it. 3-by-3 set, back to pack, pressure coming right away. He's hit as he throws it. Quarterback.
That's number 92. We've said his name all day today. Orlando Lopez. Just a straight speed rush off the edge there.
Yeah, Lopez bringing the pressure. And again, the Mustangs are actually without one of their top pass rushers today, Nico Ferreira.
Nico Ferreira, yeah, former Cobra.
Former Cobra. 2nd down and 10. Clock continues to run. 4 minutes left to go in this U14 game. Mustangs lead 29-6. Ravens empty formation, 3-by-3 set. Nice is back to pass, taking a shot out to the right-hand side. It's complete to number 88. Steps out of bounds about the 47-yard line. Look, it's going to be short by a yard. 3rd down, we're going to say about 1 here, Jake.
Yeah, number 88, Jordan Fry. They have him listed as a O-line / tight end. I think that's his first reception today. It's good to see the Ravens kind of getting the ball out to some other people and really spreading around that rock.
Ravens break the huddle, 3rd down and 1. 2-by-2 I formation set. No, off split sets this time. Quarterback under center. Look for just a quarterback sneak straight ahead. Pass, flags are called. Okay. Are we going to have a tandem buck call? They are. They're calling tandem buck. So, this is... Everyone thinks that rugby / Philly special play is all good. You cannot assist the ball carrier. You can move the pile. He's strict. He completely... See, they're shoving him from behind.
Yeah, I believe.
You can't assist the player. You can assist the pile.
Yeah.
So, in other words, you basically can't be straight behind him and pushing him. You can be in a scrum and moving the offensive line and the quarterback happens to be in there together, but you can't push the player from behind. So that is the tandem buck call. It's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down and 6 for the Ravens. 3-by-3. Nice back to pass. Takes it over the right-hand side. Complete to number 88.
They're going to say incomplete. Came out.
Yeah, incomplete on that. Looked like it was complete. Looks like he had it.
I was going to say it looks like completed and then, it just got knocked out. Number 28 made a great play on that ball. I know they're not going to call it a fumble, but number 28.
Defensive back there. You sure it was 20? Yeah, it is 28.
Yeah, number 28. Sorry, son, I cannot say your name.
Apologize about that. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left to go. 4th down and 6 for the Essex Ravens. Flags on the play. It's enough for a 1st down.
It's number 89 again on that one. Fry.
Yeah, but there's flags that you can't move the sticks. This has got to come back. This is going to come back here. Offside called against the Mustangs. So, penalty is declined.
That one's that's going to be a 1st down, yeah.
Defensive end lined up offside, I believe it was. So, ball's at the 45-yard line. 3:03 left. 29-6 left. 29-6 lead for the Mustangs over the Essex Ravens. We will be back for you tonight at 7 o'clock for the varsity game. Part 2 of this Essex-London rivalry between the varsity Ravens and the varsity Junior Mustangs. Nice back to pass, taking a shot downfield. Complete to number 81. Inside the 20, inside the 15. Keeps driving his legs.
That's
all
actually
all
number
the way.
21.
Is that number 21?
Yeah, Danu.
He's had a couple great catches down to the 18-yard line. First down for the Ravens. That's going to be the 3-minute warning.
I mean, just another great ball here by Ryan Nice. He's really filled that role today.
First down for the Ravens at the 18-yard line.
And I mean, Essex got a great drive together here, but like we were talking about, time was a huge factor, and it took them too long to get downfield.
This is only their second possession of this quarter.
Yeah.
Okay. So you needed 3. Looks like you're only going to get 2. And that's what made that touchdown at the end of the third quarter so important. That was pretty much it. Like if we're going to call it what it is. Empty formation, 3-by-3 set. This time we're motion a little bit of jet motion in there. Number 21 down, he fumbles the ball. Trying to see who recovers it. Essex does maintain possession. Going to give him a short gain on the play. Second down. I believe it was number 30 for the Mustangs.
Yeah,
Cermak.
He's had a day today.
Max Cermak. There are a number of just fantastic ball players on both these teams. Max Cermak, we've said his name a number of times. Boy, I'd really love the opportunity to coach that kid. He's got a great head for the game there. Timeout for the Essex Ravens, Jake. Let's talk about the varsity game tonight. The Junior Mustangs are the number 1 team in the West. The Essex Ravens had to go on the road last week, beat a very good Kingston team, and now they're on the road to London. The game between the Essex Ravens and the Mustangs, it was a 13-10 score. And there was some calls in that game that could have gone either way that didn't. And a late touchdown for the Mustangs, which was taken off the board, which should have been allowed. So the history of these games of head coach Greg Wilson, he played for the Essex Ravens. Luke Wilson, his brother, former Seattle Seahawk tight end. Shout out to Luke. Greg's done a great job of rallying this team and really making it his. And you kind of said it earlier. You watch that varsity team, and they just seem to get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better every single week. Trips formation. Nice calls his own number. Not where to go.
Guess who?
Cermak. They're going to call him down. They're going to call it. He's clearly down. Cermak with the tackle. A little bit high. Was that Cermak or 20?
No, that's number 30. That's Cermak.
I think that's 28. No, 28 had the ball. Okay. No, Cermak had the ball. This is 28 that makes the play here.
That's number 30, Cermak.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. My bad. You're right. I have old eyes. I don't see it all the time.
I believe number 10 was in there as well, though. Thomas Decker. Yeah, he's the one that laid the boom at the end and popped the ball out.
Third down, we're going to call it 15 from the 17-yard line. Trips formation. Little out pass. Complete. Just nowhere to go. Gets about a gain of 4 back. We're going to have a 4th down and 11 here for the Essex Ravens with 1:57 left in this ball game, as we see some of the varsity Essex Ravens coming on the field from the far side. I expect nothing less than a playoff year than to see a London and Essex rematch. And the team that lost in the regular season always has that chip on their shoulder coming into it. I really like this matchup tonight, where it's going to be a whale of a game. Nice trying to scramble around. Not sure he's going to get there. He looks like he's taken down about the 6-yard line. Game, set, and match, I think, kids, here. Essex Ravens, through great effort. Ryan Nice has played himself a whale of a game. Scrambles down. He's going to be short of the yards to gain. Takes it down to the 7-yard line. First down for London. 1:36 left to go. That's ball game.
Yeah, that's ball game. If I'm London, I'm just running. I'm kneeling this one out.
You can't.
Well,
Because they still
I'm
have
running. I'm
timeouts.
running the clock out here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, you're gonna see run, 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 and if we see anything else other than that, I'm gonna have a talk with the head coach after the game and say, in that situation, you have to run, run, and run, and that's it. Becker in at quarterback, pistol formation, 3-by-2 set. Handoff to number 23 this time. Takes it over to the left-hand side.
Yeah, Sammy Osman, big hit there again. Who was it? Number 23 with the ball?
Yeah, number 23 was the ball carrier. Gain of 5 on a nice play. His first carry of the game.
Yeah, and now you're going to see the Mustangs kind of start getting the ball to some different backs here. I mean, you got a minute 20 left. You don't want anything happening to Owen Jackson, to Rogers L'Esperance in this last minute 20 here going into next week.
Absolutely not. Inside handoff to the fullback this time, taking over the left-hand side. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Going to call it no gain on the play, maybe a loss of 1. Third down. 1 minute and 6 seconds left.
Yeah, Milo Robbins with the carry there. I think that's his first carry today, too.
Yeah, I believe so as well. We're going to call it third down and about 5 here. Ball's at the 11-yard line.
They have him listed as a D lineman, so cool to see him get a carry today.
If you're the quarterback, yeah, either bench is telling him, hold please, hold please. You got to snap this with about 45 seconds left to go. Outside handoff. Missed the block on the edge, unfortunately. Number 23, the ball carrier.
Yeah, James Strathern.
Strathern was the ball carrier on that. He got a second carry, thrown down for a loss of a couple. Fourth down and about 7 here.
Looks like they're going to bring out the punt unit here.
I'm giving up the deuce.
Giving up the deuce?
Yeah.
At this point, it's not going to make a huge difference.
Yeah.
You might as well, take the better field position.
Yeah, put the ball on the 35-yard line, 40. You're gonna snap this ball with about 40 seconds left. You're gonna run around for 5 or 10 seconds. You're gonna have about, say, 35 seconds left if you do it right. And so you're gonna have the ball on the 35-yard line with 35 seconds left to go.
Yeah, and I think at this point, just both teams want to get off the field. It's hot out there.
So timeout is called
by
London. Didn't have enough guys out there.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why you have those timeouts. 37 seconds, 38 seconds left to go in the ball game. This has been a really, really great game. We'll give you the recap here. No scoring in this fourth quarter. It started off 6-0 for the Essex Ravens. 4:39 left to go. Number 1, Downey, went 78 yards on a great run. One play. Extra point was blocked. 6-0. As we'll go over the recap for you in a few seconds here. They are punting. Don't agree with that call, but okay. Number 1 with the return, dancing around, gets out of the 30-yard line to the 25-yard line. Spun out of bounds. That is Downey, 26.8 seconds. That's a call you got to think about. You give up the deuce, ball's at the 35-yard line. 26 seconds left to go, Not saying, I'm just saying. Jake, overall thoughts of this game. What do you liked? We talked about it. I think this is just a war of attrition that Essex just runs out of gas in this game.
Yeah, I mean, linebacker play has been really, really good on both sides of the ball today. Sammy Osman for the Essex Ravens, just having a day in the middle there. And then on the Mustang side, Vanderbrink having a day, Stevenson having a day.
And for me, Max Cermak has just played a
he's
whale of a game.
He's just been all over the field today.
Handoff, Downey with the ball carrier, makes the first man miss and tackled. Gain of about 4 on the play. We're going to say it's up at the 19-yard line. Second down, Essex Ravens.
There is a player down.
You do not want to see this at this point of the game.
And I believe that's number 33, Vanderbrink.
Not sure. So anyway, recap, we talked about the first quarter, 4:39 left to go in the first quarter, 6-0. Essex Ravens did lead on the 78-yard run by Downey. It took until 3:56 left to go in the second quarter, where number 34, who had himself a great game, Owen Jackson, with a 17-yard run for the Junior Mustangs, went for a 2-point conversion as well. That was an eye opener. They weren't quite ready for that. So it was 8-6, and then with 36 seconds left, a 61-yard touchdown, number 81, Denault with the reception from Becker, and the Mustangs kick the extra point, 15-6 at the half. Mustangs take the opening kick in the second half, go all the way down the field. Number 54 with a 3-yard touchdown run. Extra point is good, 22-6. And last play of the third quarter, Jackson with his second one, 5-yard run, extra point was good, 29-6. 18 seconds left to go. Inside handoff to number 21 for the Essex Ravens. It's going to be short of the yards to gain. Takes it to about the 17-yard line. Third down for the Ravens.
Yeah, that's Deneau again with the carry. He's had himself a good, quiet day today. We've been talking about Downey a lot today. Deneau, he's had himself quite a day as well.
Ravens in hurry up. 12 seconds left to go in the ball game. Empty formation, 3-by-3 set. Nice back-to-pack. Pressure coming. Pass is complete to number 8 to the 6-yard line. Throwing down at the 4. And clock time runs out. End of the ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, your London Jr Mustangs have punched their ticket to Waterloo next Sunday for the U14 AAA Championship. Congratulations to both games. Excuse me. This game will be played next Saturday. So again, fantastic game. Jake, final thoughts on this game?
I mean, really, really good fight by both sides of the ball here. I think Essex just kind of ran out of gas. That first half, they were in command for a lot of it. So I think just the heat became a factor today and numbers became a factor today.
Mustangs were able to, I think you're right on that. I think it just became a war of attrition. They had too many guys going both ways. Hot day. Essex Ravens came to battle today. Well, and like we talked about at the start of the game, how it is a rivalry like no other in Ontario. The London-Essex, the London-Windsor rivalry at any sport at any time is heated at the best of times. But the respect that you have for the Essex Ravens, the organization, the team, their players, that never goes away. So congratulations to the Essex Ravens on a great ball game. We will be back here at 7 p.m. tonight for the main event of the evening, the U18 varsity semifinal. The Ravens, the Mustangs. We'll see you then from Alumni Field here on the campus of Western Ontario.